This is most common shelf in the closet, and today we will replace it. And the reason, because with this much of space you can only hang your clothes and put something on top, and we want something more. Let's start the process. First we will have to cut the seal at the corners, so we will remove it. You can see that we can already almost remove it. What we need now is to remove all the screws that additionally secures the shelf to the wall, and then the shelf will be gone. Here you go. The top part was mostly secured with nails to this horizontal part. Some good nails. Just in case, all the tools and materials I'm using in this video you can find in the description below. All the nails stayed in the wall also have to be removed. Or hammered in. Remove the silicone. As you can see, we completely removed the old shelf, and now before we can proceed we have to fix all the imperfections in the wall, because the new flooring shelf will not cover all these imperfections. It's up to you, but you don't have to fix it up perfectly. We just need to flatten out the surface and paint it up. I'm using patch and paint spackling compound that will dry in 30 minutes. Put it on top of it. You don't have to do much of the preparation, because when it dries out it doesn't shrink, and also paint will create the layer and you will not even see that it was damaged before. We waited 20 to 30 minutes. Everything has cured. Now it's time to paint it up. And again, that's the closet, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And while we're waiting on the paint, let's assemble the drawer. This closet comes with one drawer, and I don't like to waste my time, so let's assemble it. I don't think the assembly will be that hard. And our drawer almost assembled. You can see that that's a little bit damaged from that side, but it's no big deal. The manufacturer provides us white glue. You just fill up these holes with glue, just a notch. On the back of the faceplate for the drawer, you can see pre-drilled locations. These two pre-drilled holes is for securing the faceplate to the drawer itself, and this three is for the handle. In our case, we're using the handle provided. That's why we're gonna drill only in the middle. But if you want to put your handle, you're more than welcome. And sometimes they are wide ones. That's why they pre-drilled over here. We're gonna drill right in the center using 11/64 bit. And securing the knob. This is done, so when you secure the knob, the head of the bolt goes lower than the surface of the plate, and this is so you could put the face plate to the drawer. And you can see we have pre-drill holes here as well. And this is the part when we're ready to install new shelving. I measured it out based on my preferences, but manufacturer suggests you to put the shelving on 84 inches measured from the ground. In my case it will be 80.5. It's just because of the how high is my ceiling here, and I want to align it with shelf on the right. So this is my center. We installed 72-inch width shelving, so I have to use two brackets, but they come in 48-inch length. So in my situation I will have to cut partially because we need two equally sized brackets. Even though the construction overall will be 72 inches wide, I will cut 7.5 inches on each side, and it will be inside sides that way, and it will be in the middle on the wall. I don't want these cuts be visible on the sides. And the reason also I'm cutting it only 7 inches, not more than that, because we will still have to have some gap that going wider than the overall width of the shelf. And the next step would be to find all the studs we have in our area before we can secure the brackets. Using our stud finder, usually studs located 16 inch on the center. Here you go, looks right. Let's double check our marks. Okay, and now it's time to secure the bracket, but before we do so, this is the screw that the manufacturer has provided. And this is the screw that I want to use. And you can see this is two big differences. I don't know about you, but I know my wife will put as much as possible on this shelving, and I want to be sure that this is secured. Okay, let's pre-drill holes. That's a good sign, we hit the stud. There is one more thing before I completely secure it to the wall. First of all, let's put it and before I secure this plank, I'd like to do a dry fit, which will show you that all the holes aligned with the holes that I have in the bracket. And as you can see on this bracket, only two screws that's holding this bracket on the left side. So for that matter, the manufacturer provides us with a special hardware, and we're gonna use this one to secure those brackets. I'll mark the hole in the middle, and now we're ready to pre-drill the hole for the hardware. This hardware requires 1.5 inch drill bit. Here you go. So now insert it, readjust it, and pull it out. Now when secured, just break it. The finish is close. I decided to make one more extra hole for the hardware on the right side, just to be on the safe side. I'll jump a little bit forward, and I had to disassemble my construction and do some couple steps back and put extra holes on the edges of the frame, because in that case, because my construction wasn't looking so steady, and I decided to put more bolts. The more the merrier. Now we're gonna have to align them according to the width of the shelves. We have these pieces over here. We will secure them. Some of the shelves will be screwed in with the screws provided by the manufacturer, and it will make our construction steady. And another half of the shelf will be adjustable. We'll start from the left section to the right. We need to align it with the 14 holes from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. So you can see we have pre-drilled holes over here. That will make the setup easier. And even though we secured the shelf, it's still adjustable to the left and the right if you need to. Same here. The highest shelf goes on a 25th hole from the bottom. And this is only shelves you secure. One on the left side, 3 in the center, and 1 on the right side. Left one goes on the 14th hole from the top. This one goes on the first hole, 19 holes and 25ths, and that one's supposed to go on the third one, but I had to align it with my level of my shelves on the right side. In my case, it went on the 9th hole. I would prefer to secure the top shelves as well, but if you will secure the shelves on the top, the screws will not allow us to secure it from both sides. So the shelf just goes on the hooks, or the tabs, whatever you like to call them. Secure brackets for the rods. You don't have to pre-drill the hole, just screw it in. Do it on the both sides. And using the screw provided, secure it from the inside. It's going nowhere. You can pre-drill the hole, but I decided not to. And that will be also extra support for your construction. And one of the last steps would be to install the shelf, and in order to do so, we have the template that we have to cut through this edge, then apply it to the shelf and screw the rails. When the template is ready, this is the user-friendly instruction. You put template on side. This is the bottom of the drawer, this is top of the drawer. It says front of the drawer, that's here, and back of the drawer over here. Align it with the bottom of the drawer, and now we can just hold it and pre-drill the holes. Don't go too far, we don't want to make the hole from the other side of the drawer. Flip the drawer, take another template, do the same here. Okay, now disassemble the rail. There's a hook on this side, you pull it down. Now, put it here, this is the screws provided. Do it on another side. Grab second rail, again, pull it down, release it. Even though we almost finished, our construction is still movable. If you hit it somehow, it can ruin the level of the construction, so that's why we have this special bar that should go underneath the top secured shelf, right on the back. So you put it there. Check the level. It's perfect. And now using the long screws, secure it. Here you go. And now it's going nowhere. Securing the rails inside is relatively easy. We're gonna have to secure it on the second hole from the bottom. Just align it with holes. This edge should be flush with front. Same applies to another side. Let's put the shelf in. Okay guys, learn on my mistakes. Even though instruction says install this secure bar behind the drawer, it doesn't let the drawer go all the way in. So I'm gonna move this bar underneath this shelf and call it a day. And this is how the final installation looks like. These shelves, they are not secure. You can move them in the future if you want to. I hope my video helped you, and you may want to check out this video. Thanks for watching.